I was in the supermarket today, pushing my trolley, mask on, and there was a man who was coming the opposite direction, but he didn't have his mask properly on. It was below his nose, and it just struck me that it looked very deliberate, that he didn't have dementia. I don't think he had dementia, and he couldn't remember that he had to put it. It all got a bit confusing. He couldn't remember that he had to put it above his nose. I think, he might have had dementia, but it just didn't look like that. It looked like more deliberate, and even if he did have dementia, he remembered to put it this far. Why not put it completely over his nose? So I discounted dementia, and I thought, it's more likely that it's an act of freedom, not covering. He doesn't like masks, and it's a sign of rebellion, and he's too scared to take the whole mask off, but he's happy not to sort of cover his nose. And probably, he might well, when it comes to accountancy, go in that grey area where he's a little bit cheeky and trying to avoid paying tax. But that was a bit more abstract, really. I think basically he didn't like the idea of wearing a mask, and he felt that he shouldn't wear a mask, but he couldn't quite do it. And then maybe, logically speaking, he probably hasn't washed his hands since the beginning of the pandemic because of COVID, because it's a sign that you're following the crowd, and he didn't want to follow the crowd. So he could have dirty hands, potentially. And I thought he would probably drive a fast petrol car and not a diesel for some reason, but I'm not sure about that. And in the end, there was a program called Top Gear with Jeremy Clarkson, and I think he used to enjoy watching that and got a bit annoyed when it got cancelled.